Welcome back to Nature's Cadence Farm. Today we're going to be working on our ASV PT100, and I've got a problem. So I can start up the machine, it starts up fine and idles great, revs up fine. The controls though, they don't they don't work. You can see I'm in the seat now, and I'm going to go ahead and buckle up, and I should be able to lift and lower the boom, and I should be able to move the machine. But you can see that it's not moving at all. So that's the problem I'm having. So you can't drive forward and backwards, and you can't use the loader controls either. Like nothing works. So I'm thinking it's something to do with the safety circuits, with the seat belt, the door, and I'm going to show you all that stuff here in just a second. But let's go ahead and get in here, and we'll get started trying to figure out what the problem is. Here's the seat of the skid steer here, and you can see the seat part right here. There's a switch, and that's right inside the middle here, right underneath the center of that seat. And that's if you're sitting in the seat, you'd put pressure down in the center, and that would turn that switch on. So you'd need to have that on before you can operate the controls or anything, the drive or the loader over here. So the other safety is the seat belt buckle. So this, when you plug it in, it should, trip a switch back there also, and that would enable the safety circuit. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in here, we're going to test the seat switch, then we're going to test the seat belt switch. And I'm going to show you a really easy way to do that, and it's not going to require any multimeter or any tools at all. We're going to actually use our ears to listen for it. So there's that. And then the other thing is, up here we have a door switch, and this door switch has actually been unwired from before I got it, so I'm not sure. I doubt it's a problem, but the wiring is inside of here now, inside of the control panel. But we're not even going to address that, because we're just going to look at these two for now and make sure these work. So let's go ahead and get in here and see if we can test this seat switch. All right, to test the seat switch, we're just gonna push down on the center here, just like that. You can see our seat's kind of falling apart, but it still works. But you would just push down like that. And I'm going to show you where you listen for in the back. You might have to get a helper. So we were there in the operator station. We're going to come around the side of the machine here, and here's our solar panel charger for the battery. And what we've got is inside of here. Here's the cover that goes over the fuse block and relays down there. And what this is showing me is there's a seat belt relay here, a seat relay here, a starter relay, and a safety relay. I believe that safety relay comes in, if we look at the schematics, which I don't know if I'll be able to post those, but nonetheless, the seat belt need to be energized or made, and then the safety relay gets made. So if we look at the actual relays down here, you've got the seat belt, the starter, and the safety relay here. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen and see if we can hear the seat, which is this one, get up, and it'll make noise, click and unclick, and click and unclick. So that's what we're listening for. So let's see if we can pick up on that. So hopefully you guys could hear that safety relay right there turn on and off. And so now we're going to test the seat belt relay, which is this lower left hand one right there. So let's go ahead and plug and unplug the seat belt and see if we can hear that one come in and out. Okay, I don't know if you guys could hear it or not, but that relay for sure was not working. So what I'm going to do now is switch the seat and the seat belt relay, because they're the same relays, I'm going to switch this one and put it into here and put this one up here. Just leave it out because we're kind of interested in testing that. So that's what they look like. That's the little drawing on there. This doesn't have any other numbers, but this one does. So that's what that one looks like. And we're just going to plug this into the seat belt one now. So let's plug and unplug the seat belt and see if we can get this relay to click. So now you can hear this relay is working now, where before it was not, because the seatbelt relay is bad. So what we're going to need to do is find a new relay, and I'll show you where I got mine. So here's the relay I found at my local Advanced Auto Parts, and that's an RAA 1241. That'd be Romeo Alpha Alpha 1241, and it's a relay, and this is what it looks like. So we'll just take that out of there. So here's the relay. That's all the numbers that are on there, but all the pins match up, so we should be good to go. So what we'll do is we'll just leave this relay in place for the seat belt, and we'll just put this new one in here for the seat, because it really doesn't matter. So now we should be able to plug and unplug, or push down and let up on the seat and plug and unplug the seat belt using this one, and this safety relay should kick in when we do all that. And in this, I don't know if I mentioned this before, the key is still in the off position, so all this stuff is ready to go with the key in the off position. So let's try it out. The first one you heard was the seat, which would be this one here, and the second one you heard was the seat belt. So let's go ahead and start this thing up and see if that fixed our problem. All right, now that we've got our new relay installed, we can go ahead, I'm sitting in the seat already, so I can go ahead and try to buckle up. And this is the relay we swapped out, kind of. We put that old one in there. So let's see if we got anything now. Whoa, there we go. Oh, that's just the way it should be. All right, well, that is so cool. We got that fixed, and it was super easy. The relay didn't cost that much, and it was available locally for me, at least in 2 different stores, and I'm sure they're online too. In fact, I'll put a link down below in the description, so be sure to check that out, because that'll point you to a source online where you can get it, and or multiples of them if you wanted to have a few extras floating around in your in your stock, like I will do. Like I said, I only bought one locally because I just wanted to get this going for today, but we did get that going. So either way, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.